Hey everybody, it's TJ here with more info about the second season of Mii V Mii. The last time we talked, I told you about the Silver Swordsmen, a team led by TJ and Dark TJ. Well, now we're going to talk about the other team, the Golden Gunners, led by Amiibo Jason and Happily Candied. You've heard the phrase bringing a sword to a gunfight, or maybe more accurately, bringing a knife to a gunfight. That's what TJ and Dark TJ are gonna do against these two amazing gunners. You got a little preview of what it might look like if you caught the making of Mii V Mii episode that I shot with these guys when they were out for E3. If you haven't seen it, check it out. We had a really great time and they're a blast. They're super funny. So, the Nintendo Wire team is joining Mii V Mii for the second season to face off against TJ and Dark TJ. I'm super excited about this, and I hope that you are too. Now, let's take a look at who's going to be joining them on the battlefield as part of the Golden Gunners. Well, actually, before we do that, let me give you a little bit of a heads up. You're going to see some characters in this list that are not exactly or easily identified as gunners, and before you're like, what? Hear me out, give me a chance, let's see the fighters, and then we'll talk a little bit about it after the fact. And roll it! There you have it, that's the team. Now let's talk about some of those characters that don't obviously or cleanly fall into the category of gunner, like say a Diddy Kong, who maybe has more of a brawling tendency about him, but he does carry on him a peanut pop gun. And so the rationale that went behind that was if they carry a gun, they're on the team. They are a golden gunner. So not every character is as cleanly and obviously a gunner as, like, I don't know, Samus and Mega Man, but you've got your Fox and your Falcos that are known to pop a few laser blasts at you now and then. You can tell I'm not a gunner. Look at this. This is a gun to me. Ridiculous. That's why I'm a Silver Swordsman. So the other thing is you got characters like Pikachu and Ness and Lucas, whose arsenal is predominantly projectile based. Pikachu does not wield a sword. He's obviously not a sword fighter, and he certainly doesn't do any kind of effective close-range combat, so he's mostly shooting lightning bolts at people. Elf and Olimar, they throw their Pikmin, and everything that they do revolves around Pikmin. Now, a Pikmin isn't a bullet, and while it's not a gun in the proper sense, it kind of functions in much the same way. Then you got some really fringe characters like Zelda, who kind of should be in her own category, like Magic Wielder. So cut me a break on Zelda, but the rest of them you kind of understand. So characters who have guns or have a heavy projectile focus are members of the Golden Gunners that are going to be led by Amiibo Jason and Happily Candied. If you want to help support the show, you can do that by making a pledge to Patreon in the amount of $25, and you can actually get Amiibo Jason and Happily Candied to join the battle in your game with fully functional Amiibo cards that are configured exactly how they're going to be in the second season of the show. That said, I've got one more surprise for you. The Golden Gunners are not the only other team. That's right, Mii V Mii Season 2 is a three-way battle. What? That's right. There's another team that we're going to talk a little bit more about in a couple days, and we'll make that final reveal. So it will be Dark TJ and TJ on the Silver Swordsman versus Amiibo Jason and Happily Candied on the Golden Gunners. So I think you can guess what the other team might center around, and I am just so pumped to unload more of these details on you. I've been working very hard on it for a very long time, and we've got a great roster of people and characters coming into it. And speaking of coming into it, if you guys want to get involved, you know I can't do it without you. So check out that Patreon link, see about getting yourself some of these cards, and we'll see you again in a couple days with more details about the second season of Mii V Mii. And until then, thanks for playing.